Hello, you beautiful, wonderful people. I am your friend Kevin, and I am so grateful, truly grateful that you're here. So, welcome. This is your card and your lesson, message, not lesson, of the day. Right, so we are using Angel Wisdom Tarot deck by Radley Valentine as our card of the day. And we are using the Happier Me affirmation cards, of which this one says, just believe in yourself and allow yourself to grow. You have within you all the resources you need. And then, I have everything I need within myself. Doing a yoga pose, look at that. That is your little Happier Me affirmation. We are using the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray with illustrations by Jennifer Hawkyard. And we have two this week, two really good masters. Sop Day, that was here last week. She is the female counterpart of Cyrus. I would say she's a star goddess, reminding us that we are star beings and have the cosmic power to unlimited potential, to initiate our sacred missions. It's like a spiritual awakening, if you will, an understanding that there's a greater power than what we know at work 24/7, guiding us, lighting the way forward, and letting us see glory where there doesn't appear to be any. And then the Master Buddha. The Master Buddha has popped in this week to bring us a sense of heightened awareness, to allow us to make peace with the thoughts and peace with the world that creates the thoughts. When we are at war with thinking, the negativity, the negative thoughts, the thoughts that are stuck, we're at war with ourselves. And so the Master Buddha says, your thoughts really aren't the enemies. The mind is a neutral place. Think of it like an empty transportation center where thoughts come in and thoughts go out. Thoughts come in and thoughts go out. But the mind is the place where the thinking happens, and the thinking will create the feeling, and the feeling creates the behavior, the pattern, the responses and the reactions that we have. So we're being guided to look at our thinking, our own thinking, particularly today. Now today is the number 8 day, abundance, prosperity. It goes with the King of Earth, which is all about good business, good focus, good planning, good insight, powerful, clear. This is why we need the heightened awareness of Buddha, a Zen mind, which is an empty mind, which is a beginner's mind. Start with every single thought as if you haven't thought it before. And then my isms. We are always stories in motion, always. And dear God, thank you for entering where you already abide. God, universe, source energy, Mother Mary, any of the saints, any of the angels, any of the archangels, whoever you believe your higher supreme being to be, always be with a grateful heart that they've entered and they're with you, guiding everything you do, everything you say, everything you think. Even when you don't think things could ever work out and they end up doing just that. There's a power making it happen. We just have to let go. Be in that neutral space. The space where we don't believe it will. Let that go. All right, here we go. Gertrude, Beatrice. There's sunshine. There's a little clearing in the woods that I'm seeing. And they've still got their table. There's no tea on it. There's like flowers on the table. There's our card. It just fell out here. Oh, bunch of them. Oh, okay, well, I'll read all of them. Let's see what happens. They just slid out, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to read them just as they slid out. So let's see. The Hermit. Well, I like this card. The Hermit is the card that sort of gives us this idea. And if I'm looking at this image, standing around a fire at the feet, has a lantern. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude with Archangel Raziel allows us all to shine our light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor and self-discovery. This world that the Hermit stands on, this looks like the map of the world. The Hermit is not necessarily you going inward and not sharing yourself. The Hermit is really about your ability to guide others. And it goes really along with our two masters that are here giving us insight, what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to do it. The next card up is the World. I mean, I feel really blessed that we have these two, Archangel Jophiel, that's showing us the joy of the world. I mean, these coins hanging from these trees all have triangles on them. And in her hand, Gertrude says, well, here she is. She's got her two wands in her hand, like Gertrude has two wands. And look, she's just lifting up off the floor. Every single corner of her world, including the top of her head with the infinity symbol, is all about success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want to do. But above all, be proud of yourself. Really, really proud of yourself. The World card is the last major arcana. It means you've got the world at your feet. Here we've got the world at our feet with the Hermit. Let's see what our next card is. Oh, 5 of Water. Emotions. Looking up at the moon, which tonight is 7:48 on the East Coast, 4:48 on the West Coast of America, which is likely going to be probably around midnight in Europe. And here we see our fellow looking out over the water, but we've got 2 cups. He's not seeing the big picture, not quite understanding the horizon, thinking that there's too many obstacles. This person's focusing way too much on negativity and things not working out the way that was anticipated. It's a bit like you have the world at your feet, you've got the Hermit card, and yet here you go, still stuck with your feet in the past. Maybe being influenced by other people's emotional situations. It's time to forgive yourself. The full moon energy is pretty intense. We have a full moon in Scorpio. We're in the sun of Taurus. There's that yin yang, that push and that pull of energies. Everything happens in the way it's meant to. I'm not sure I buy into everything happens for a reason. There's truth in that. The challenge is there are things that happen that are unexplained. So when there's an unexplained something that happens, while it might be on a divine course, we still have to reconcile our thoughts and our feelings with it. And there are some things that happen in this physical human experience that are unexplainable. Epiphanies happen that are unexplainable. Miracles happen that are unexplainable. Let's see what our last card is. So the other part of this again is a water card, and it's a number 4. So we've got the 4 and the 5 of water, emotional. Archangel Chamuel failing to recognize a magical opportunity and missing the point. Distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world. This card is saying wake up. So if I have to summarize this for your message of the day, Gertrude, Beatrice, help me out here. It is to clear your mind of any negative thoughts, clear your mind of anything that's a distraction, clear your mind, like just think of your mind as an empty vessel and let go of thoughts that bring you down and tie you to something that is of the past. We are moving so quickly. Revelations are happening. I'm not talking about just biblical ones, but revelations are happening at a rate that they haven't occurred. Let go of the idea of control and let yourself be free. As you let yourself be free and find joy, the world, and you see that it's okay, it's not so bad. It all has to do with intention. What are your intentions? If your intentions are like these two fellows that can't see the woods for the trees, that are stuck in this idea that I'm not going to have enough or not be good enough, which is what this 4 of water is all about. Not recognizing your full magical potential because you're stuck in thinking you're not good enough, you can't quite get there. Or focusing on, oh gosh, it couldn't get any worse. I don't know that I've got what it takes. I'm not sure. That's like procrastination, not procrastination, what is it called? Imposter syndrome. Who do I think I am? Who am I to say this, do this? If the intention is love, if the intention is pure, if the intention is with integrity and truth, and you're doing your ultimate best, how can that be wrong? Find the joy in what you're doing. Let yourself be the light for other people. And I am truly hoping that this makes sense. It's a 4 and a 5 with the world and the hermit all coming together, and it just goes into with stories in motion. There is always going to be things that happen. Esther Hicks calls that the contrast through Abraham. There are going to be contrasts. Contrast meaning our goal is to live a happy, joyful, fun life and to do these amazing things with other people. An adventure in, I was telling somebody yesterday, we didn't come here to pay bills and die. There's this great big world out there. And there is a need for some folks to want to control other folks. And we're seeing the youth of the world, which we've seen in decades gone by. You can go all the way back for those of us that are of a certain age group and see. My parents are considered the greatest generation because they went through World War II. They were little, probably, 2 years old when it broke out, 7 years old when it ended. Then there was the rationing books. You could only get so much flour and so much sugar to make bread or whatever they were making. Their entire childhood was robbed by this unbelievable atrocity that happened, where so many people died. And before that, there was the Great War, where thousands of people lost their lives. And there have always been wars. People have risen up above it. The physical, there's always the light that shows up. The light, the love, the joy, the happiness. This is what people strive towards to go to. So my point being, how are we reacting to the contrasts that we're hearing and seeing? Now is the time, if you're of the light, and you're of love, you're of joy, you're of peace, you're of harmony, hippy-dippy, whatever you want to call it. There's a part of that folks want. And if you're able to put aside this feeling that you shouldn't be joyful, that you shouldn't be happy, that you shouldn't be whatever you're feeling. Now, I'm not saying you need to have a party at a funeral, although, let's just face it, how many people do you know that have a celebration of life party or a celebration of life thing when somebody passes? They celebrate that person's life. It's interesting, slowly but surely, that lightness, that joy, that peace comes in. When somebody has recently lifted and I call it ascended souls. When I speak to these ascended souls that are related to those that are still here, the one message that comes through loud and clear is that they want their relatives that are still walking the earth on their adventure to keep having adventures. I've got goosebumps now. Keep having bigger and bigger and bigger adventures and don't give up. Is there any sorrow? No. Is there any regret over there? Not really. But to not live your life fully and completely and get out there and be seen and show yourself as being happy and joyful, having the world at your feet, is a little bit of, I don't want to say an insult, but it's in that realm. It's disappointing. It is disappointing to all those who left, all those who ascended, because they want us, you, me, everybody else that is a soul having a human experience. Let that human experience be the biggest human experience you could possibly think of. And it's now. It is right now. You can inspire. You can enlighten. You can motivate. You can do so much just by how you think, how you feel, and your whole attitude. And that's when I want to stop talking, because we're at 16 minutes. All right, there, darlings. Have a great day. I love you and everything you stand for. Until tomorrow, bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.